How's it going, guys? Hope you all are doing great. This is Vlog coming to you live, and welcome back on another information on another live stream on Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc. Now, this is the third live stream I'm making on this genre. This is the third live stream I'm making on Demon Slayer, simply because each and every time, every day, as the movie progresses, as the hype progresses, it just continues to give more information. And I want to bring it to you guys, bring you guys the information and let you guys know what is going on. Now, today I'm not outside. As you can see, I'm not live streaming outside. I'm going to be giving you guys the update right here, right now in my very home. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this on. Let's get it on, man. Things are happening with this movie, man. Things are really happening. I got some updates for you. And after this update, I'm going to go over to Rumble because I will be watching One Piece live action movie reaction. I'll be doing it over on Rumble. So let's kick this off. Now, this article came from Forbes, okay? It came from Forbes. That means there are, it's a pretty legit information, pretty legit article. And we're going to go along with it. As I read it, we're going to go along with the article. And if in any way, shape or form that this article or this information is wrong, please feel free to let me know on the comment chat. All right. It is Sunday, the 20th of July, time 9:51 Eastern Standard Time. So let's get into it. Now, the article says, of course, the title, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle breaks box office. Not just that, record on release day. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle breaks box office record on release day. This article was made by Paul Tassi, senior contributor. So this is a legit information, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure, some of you, if not most of you that are watching this, probably knows already. If you're keeping up with this movie and what is going on, if you've been keeping on with the progress, the growth, the impact that this movie has made, you're probably well informed already. But if you still want to, chit chat, talk about this movie and it's the possibility of the next upcoming movie arc, you're also free to come here and enjoy the chat. So, Demon Slayer. So I'm going to read to you guys the information that I've gathered, and we can go through it one by one, paragraph to paragraph. Demon Slayer is back with a vengeance. It seems that Ufotable's decision to end the series with a giant trilogy of movies rather than more TV episodes is going to pay off in spades. Now, let me talk about that for a quick second. Preferably, I would have wanted them to do a TV series instead. All right. Preferably, I would want them to do TV series episodes instead, simply because that way everybody, the whole world can contribute, the whole world can partake on what is going on. Unlike Japan producing a movie and made it available only to Japanese people for 2 months, and then we'll make it globally in 2 months. Even at the end of this article, I'm going to show you guys the countries that will be getting it. Even when they say globally, it's not really globally like that in 2 months. There will be countries that will get it before the other countries. Depending on where you are, depending on where you reside, it will dictate when you're gonna get it. when you're gonna get it. Some countries will get it a month from now. Some countries will get it in 2 months. So it does varies, okay? It does varies. So let's continue. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Chapter 1 just released in Japan and destroyed a box office record. A record set by Demon Slayer Mugen Train, its previous wide-released movie. The article goes to say Demon Slayer Infinity Castle reportedly made 1.7 billion yen in its first day of release, passing up Mugen Train's 1.2 billion yen record at the Japanese box office before this. Now, as of a few hours ago, it's surpassed. Okay, as of a few hours ago, it surpassed 3 billion yen, and the weekend has barely started. The overall opening weekend haul is going to be enormous. Now, this article was released yesterday. It was released yesterday. I didn't have the time to come live and let you guys know, so I wanted to do it today. It was released yesterday. So if it's telling us that a few hours ago, it surpassed 3 billion yen, and the weekend has barely started. So you could just imagine right now, as it stands, as I'm speaking to you guys, you could just imagine how much this movie has made. This article came out tomorrow. This article came out yesterday, July the 19th. Now we are July the 20th. So it's been 24 hours after this article. You could just imagine how much this movie has made. Now, for some of you guys who are probably thinking, well, I'm in North America, I'm in Russia, I'm in US of A, I'm in Mexico, I'm in Brazil. We don't go by yen. We normally go by dollars. So let's look into that for a second. Let's do what you call 7 billion yen, right? Let's see how much that is in dollars. Because that's okay. This is 11 million 448 and 480. That's how much this movie has made. I hope I'm not wrong with this information. Or is it 11 billion? This is the United States record right here. 11 million. The movie has made $11 million as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. Just to show you guys how good this movie has become. And it says, as of few hours ago, when this article was released, this was 24 hours ago, it has made 20. Do you guys see that? 20 million. Let's continue. The release of Demon Slayer Mugen Train back in 2020 was hugely profitable. Even during the height of the pandemic, the movie made 485 million worldwide in its box office run. Okay, a rare 85 divided by 15 international divide domestic split. If we want to do a very rough estimate, about how Demon Slayer Infinity Castle might perform given these first day increases of 40%. That could mean something closer to a 700 million global haul. However, it's worth noting that some of the Japanese figures could be due to how the yen is getting weaker over time. Okay, this is not important right now. So yes, all these records we are talking about are just in Japan, but soon the film will be rolling out for international release. Here are the release date with many regions, including the US, needing to wait about 2 months. I don't know why they're making US or North America wait 2 months, but this is ridiculous. Now, like I said in before, the beginning of this, okay, we got a live chat here. Sandro Gamer, thanks for coming to the live chat. Good morning to you. Now, like I was saying earlier, below it shows us countries that will be getting this movie. Like right now, Japan, of course, July the 18th. UK, United Kingdom will be getting this movie Tuesday, August the 12th of 2025. Tuesday, August the 12th of 2025. That's when UK, United Kingdom, will be getting this movie. How in the blue moon is UK getting this movie before North America? How are they getting it before us? This just doesn't make sense. You know, in 1 month time or less than 1 month, UK will be getting this movie. Probably the full version, the English subtitle version of this movie, August the 12th. All right. The second country that will be getting this movie will be Indonesia. Indonesia will be getting it Friday, August the 15th of 2025. So once again, another country will be getting it before North America. In Philippines, it will be on Wednesday, August the 20th of 2025. In Philippines, it will be Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. And Brazil, shout out to my Brazil fan, shout out to my Indonesian fan, shout out to my UK fan, shout out to my Philippines fan, guys, because it's interesting how you guys are going to get it before us. You know, just please do the best you can, but I know you guys are probably not going to listen to me. You're all going to clickbait the crap out of this movie and you're going to put it out there. For Brazil will get it Thursday, September 11th. So Brazil, shout out to my Brazil fans, they will get it a day before us. We got a sub. Thanks to Sandro Gamer for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for the sub. So Brazil, shout out to y'all. You guys will be getting this movie, the release of this movie, a day before us in North America. So have fun, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sixth country that will be getting this movie before North America. Wait a minute. Thursday, September 11th. So Brazil, Mexico will be getting this movie the same day. Brazil and Mexico. Shout out to my Mexican fans. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, 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 bien. So Brazil and Mexico will be getting this movie September 11th of 2025. Hope you guys enjoy. The next country, UAE. UAE, Mexico, Brazil are getting this movie on the same day, September 11th. Shout out to my UAE fans. Hope you all are doing great. India. India will be getting it the same day as North America. India will be getting this movie Friday, September 12th. Okay? They will be getting this movie Friday, September the 12th. So shout out to India. Shout out to my Indian audience. Are, gare, gare, acha, acha, changa, changa, nehi, nehi, hanji, hanji, kia rakna. Now, if you don't speak Indian or if you don't speak Punjabi or Hindi, you probably won't understand what I just said. But for my Indians audience, they do heard what I just said. So shout out to them. The next country is South Africa. Shout out to my South Africa. If I do have an audience there, though, shout out to my South African audience. If I do have an audience there, they will be getting it September 12th as well, the same as India and the same as North America. But then again, the interesting thing about this is Mexico is part of North America. You know, Mexico is part of North America. So how come Mexico is gonna get it a day before the United States or Canada will be getting it? But let's keep going. South Africa will be getting it September 12th. Canada, woohoo, here I come. Canada will be getting it September the 12th, on Friday, September the 12th of 2025. USA will be getting it September the 12th as well, which kind of makes sense. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 countries that will be getting it on September the 12th. Then 3 countries out of the countries that were mentioned will be getting it on September 11th, which is a day before. And then Philippines will be getting it August the 20th. Philippines is the only ones who will be getting it August the 20th. Indonesia will be the only ones who will be getting this movie August the 15th. UK will be the only ones who will be getting it August the 12th. So you can see the pattern in which they made this movie available. You can see the pattern in which they have made this movie available. You can see the patterns in which this movie will be available to the whole world. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, like I've been saying, bootlegs people are already on this movie as it stands. I just hope that they will do a good job. Bootleg people are already on top of this film. I just hope they will do a good job, simply because if they don't put a good subtitle, a wordy English subtitle in it, it could confuse people. So which is the reason why I'm kind of conflicted if I do happen to bump into a bootlegged version of this awesome movie. I'm kind of conflicted if I'm going to bump into a bootlegged version of this movie. Will the subtitle be edible? Will the English subtitle of this movie be edible if I happen to bump into bootlegged version of this movie? Now that question, I do not know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I do not know, guys. But we'll see. Let's continue with the article. Let's continue with the article. So the article continues to say, we apologize, Microsoft confirms Windows update. Oh, forget about that. This is not confirmed, but new report says that the next 2 movies in the Infinity Castle arc will air in 2027 and 2029 respectively. I can't speak now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what is wrong with my tongue. I cannot read now because I don't know what is wrong with my tongue. So let me repeat that again. This is not confirmed, but new report says that the next 2 movies in the Infinity Castle arc will air in 2027 and 2029 repeatedly. First impressions of Infinity Castle have fans positively raving about it, especially its animation, which Ufos Table is already famous for. While Rotten Tomatoes scoring isn't open yet, Infinity Castle has a stunning 9.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which, no joke, would make it the best reviewed movie in history. So, what they're trying to say here is that this movie overall, this is 2 days, if I'm not mistaken, 2 days after its release. 2 days after Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc, 2 days after its release, this movie gets 9.4 out of 10 overall review. 9.4 out of 10 on its overall review. Now, guys, this is incredible. This is incredible. This is incredible. And 1 second, the fact that they said that the next release will be, they are predicting, okay, that the next release is going to be 2027. The second release, the second batch of this movie, it's going to be 2027, which means it looks like they're going to release the first one this year, or they already released the first one this year, and they're going to give it a year, a whole long year plus to release the second one. So every other year, they're going to release Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. So the next one, the second one, probably will be released 2027, and the third one will be released on 2029. So every other year they're going to release this movie. Okay. I mean, sure, we can calm down. Those are just a few hundred superfan reviews in, but it's clear that initial reactions are highly positive and that fans are not being let down by the first chapter of the last chapter of the series, which remains one of the biggest animes in history. Through Here Comes Solo Leveling. Though Here Comes Solo Leveling, we will have more box office data in soon. Okay, they're saying that they're going to have more box office data very soon, and the rest of us can see how the movie is in September. This is quite an interesting observation. So even though that the whole world has not seen this movie, even though that the whole world has not seen this movie is already getting a stunning 9.4 out of 10 overall review. So you could just imagine when it drops. Actually, it has already smashed the box record. What am I talking about? There's no need anymore. There is no need for the whole world to judge it. Like, the part of the world that has seen this movie and analyzed it has given it so much badass review that you could just imagine when it hits the whole world, they're going to give it 10 out of 10. You know, they're going to give it 10 out of 10. Although, you know, based on where you are, based on the country where you are, some audience would judge it a little differently than others. But overall, this movie has a stunning welcome thus far. Okay, it has a stunning welcome thus far. So that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my report today on this movie. And it's actually interesting that they named Solo Leveling here, because Solo Leveling has been doing pretty well. Solo Leveling, it's another anime following up or very close to Demon Slayer that is really doing such a good job. Because the second season just aired about a month or 2 months ago. And I believe the third season is going to be released maybe sometime next year, if I'm not mistaken. Please don't confirm that with what I just said. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked that deep into Solo Leveling. Maybe I should. I haven't looked deep into Solo Leveling. I haven't followed up aftermath of the second season. So don't quote me wrong on what I just said, but I think it will be coming next year. I'm not sure about that. I have to look into Solo Leveling and follow it closely for me to know exactly when the next season it's going to come. But I'm sure some of you, if not most of you that are watching this live stream, I'm sure you already know when. If you're an anime fan, if you are a Solo Leveling fan, I'm sure you know when the next season is coming. So if you know, please let me know on the chat or on the comment box when you watch this movie after this live stream, or when you watch this live stream after this live stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. That's my article for today. Amazing. My overall thought on this awesome information is keep it coming, Demon Slayer. It's actually saddening, okay? It is saddening that in 3 years, it's saddening that in 3-4 years, in 2029, Demon Slayer will be no more. It's saddening already, even though we are not in 2029, but I'm already sad that this genre, it's going to end soon enough. I'm very, very sad. Because we are currently on its last chapter. We are right now on the last chapter on Demon Slayer, and it saddens me the fact that it's going to end very, very soon. It's very saddening. Based on the fact that Ufotable did such a very good job, due to the fact that Ufotable did such a very good job, and I can understand that Demon Slayer has been ongoing it's been here for quite some time, since 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Demon Slayer has been with us since 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So 2019 all the way to 2029, that's quite a good run. And that's the reason why, in a way, I can understand the reason why they want to do it movie based only. I can understand it. But preferably, I would have wanted it to be TV episode series, simply because that way the whole world can partake on watching the movie when it drops, instead of having some countries getting it first before the others. I don't understand the reason why they're doing that. I do not understand the reason why they are doing that. Why is it that the movie, it's like almost like if US of A, okay, if North America or USA releases, what's the next Marvel movie that is coming up? Is it Endgame or no? I forgot. Like, let's just say Marvel releases a big movie and says, oh, it's going to be available only in North America or only for USA. And then the rest of the world is going to get it 2 months after or a month after. That doesn't really make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's the reason why I would prefer TV series, because if they're doing TV series, that means the whole world is going to partake, on the release of the first episode. With the movies, they are kind of doing it partially, because Japan, with its origin of the movie, comes out July 18th, and the rest of the world is going to wait a month or even 2 months in order to get their hands on this movie. I don't see the reason why they are doing that, unless if it is a marketing strategy. If it is a marketing strategy, sure, go ahead. But I'm not in favor of that. If they're going to release the movie worldwide. Why are you making some people wait for it when initially you made it so that everybody can watch it? Because now some people are going to depict it and interpret it the way they want, and the people who haven't seen the movie are going to be confused. In a way, it actually paves the way for people who want to narrate this movie before it comes out to the whole world the way they want to narrate it. You know what I mean? So I just don't understand why they're doing that. I hope I'm not the only one who feels this way, but if they're going to release the next one, make it available worldwide. Why is it only on one? And I don't know, unless, most importantly, I'm sure they're doing this based on economical level. They're probably doing it to benefit Japan the most, right? They are using it to make money in Japan as much as they can, and then transition it to countries after countries, and then the whole world. If not, why would they make a solid movie like this and delegate it to only one side of the world for at least for a month before pushing it out to the rest of the world? Other than it's an economical strategy. Okay. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. I'm going to continue my live stream on Rumble. I'm going to continue the rest of the live stream on Rumble because I will be watching One Piece live action episode 2. So if you want to watch that with me on Rumble, you can follow me on Rumble, and the link is probably in the description of this video. Follow me on Rumble, and I'm going to continue my live stream with One Piece live action episode 2. On that note, let me quickly go to the live chat and see what's up. Okay. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming in. Hope you all have a good time, have a good day. Keep on keeping on. See you in the next video.